you're watching this and you're still unable to maintain a lean physique, I'm going to be the first to tell you that it's not the fact that you don't know how to achieve it, but it's simply due to the fact that you're still overcomplicating fitness. And if you're not trying to be a bodybuilder and you're after the more holistic approach into fitness and just looking the way you want, it not taking over your life, this video is exactly for you, because that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. And believe me, I've been there. I was the guy making all the plans in the world. I was focused on macros, I was focused on training splits, everything had to be perfect. Yet this just led me to training for 3 years very seriously in the gym 6 times a week with no results to show for it. And it wasn't until I dumbified fitness down for myself and I realized what was actually important into moving the needle into getting me lean and maintaining it, which I'm going to show you how to do in this video today. First of all, let's get aside the fact that there's a lot of information out there that you probably learned and you probably tuned into that, yes, is valid, but the fact is that it doesn't necessarily directly contribute to you getting lean and staying lean. You can focus on macros all you want. You can develop the perfect training split with the perfect balances and sets and everything. But the fact is, those things in themselves are not going to get you lean. And they're actually just things to confuse you more, because these are more advanced training techniques and dieting techniques that really only matter if your goal is to become Mr. Olympia or take bodybuilding really seriously. But in terms of just getting lean, which all of us are here for, staying lean, and then living a lifestyle that allows you to integrate fitness into it so it doesn't consume your life, this is simply not required. So after realizing that, hey, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder, so all these little intricacies, nuanced things that I'm really trying to apply to my current plan, they aren't necessary. So once you remove them and realize that and get rid of them, getting lean just becomes 10 times more easier, because you've just removed a lot of noise and waste that you were still keeping mental notes of and expending mental energy that you could have spent elsewhere into actually the things that matter, which just comes down to sleep, calories in, and training properly in order to maintain the muscle whilst getting lean. Those are the only 3 things that truly matter. Not macros or not perfect training splits that make sure everything gets hit or timings of meals. All of that shit is just extra that has no real meaning in actually getting lean. And once you simplify that, it just makes it so much more easier, because you're focused on less things, you're worried about less things, you're thinking about less things, which just make the actual moving needle action items just easier to follow. And apart from that comes from maybe losing your ego, or wherever it may reside from why you actually want to follow these things. And like I said, unless you're actually trying to compete in bodybuilding and you're really serious about it, these things are just not necessary in order to get our goal of being lean and integrating it into our life and living it as a lifestyle. Dumbing down fitness is what's actually going to get you lean, because it just leaves you with the 3 action items, which you find for yourself. And if you don't know how to find these 3 action items, I literally have an entire video series explaining how to get lean from literally step 1 to step 6, step by step, walking you through the process from creating the plan tailored to you, your training split, your diet, only the important necessary things that you need into getting lean. I teach you exactly how to do that. So just go to the description below so you can get started with that for yourself, create your own tailored plan, and actually do the required things in order to get lean. We don't go over overly complicated splits or diet plans or certain types of foods. It's simply just a plug-and-play system for you to integrate into your life, into actually getting lean. And the reason I'm so confident in that, and the reason why I know it works, is because this only focuses on the necessary items in order to get you lean. Think of anything that's finely engineered. You use the least amount of parts, with each part having a purpose and proper function, cutting off anything unnecessary that's waste. Because when you have unnecessary things in your plan, when you have unnecessary things you're focusing on, it takes your attention away, and it just creates more friction with more possibility of failure. And the thing is, having a mini failure, say if you plan to eat a certain amount of macros and then you don't, out of the 3 macronutrients, you're off on 1, and then that weighs on you and you focus on it, and that fluctuates your emotion, and then you turn that whole day into like a binge or whatever it is. That's just an example. But the fact is that when you have all these other little things a part of your plan, you're just giving yourself more room for failure, more room for error, when in the first place we don't even have to put that risk on ourselves, because once you understand what actually moves the needle, which I teach in the series, and I'm telling you the 3 things in this video, that's the only thing that you actually have to focus on in order to reach your goal. That being said, stop the information overload. Stop the multiple things that you're trying to keep tabs of that aren't really going to contribute to you getting lean, and just dumb things down. Identify the 3 things for yourself. And like I said, this is individualized to you, and I can't just give you a set thing to follow, because it's super dependent on your current body weight, your current height, and just so many different factors. And like I said, I swear this was the last time I'm going to say it, but it's all in the video series specifically for you guys. I made it with the intention of making it as simple as possible to just completely plug and play into your life, into actually getting lean and getting results. But that's basically it. Stop overcomplicating things. Stick with the basics and fundamentals that will never change. Cut out the mental waste. Cut out the noise in the background of your mind telling you to do these little things that don't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's all just mental masturbation. It makes you feel more productive because you feel more advanced. You feel like you're applying yourself more. And it's just an illusion of more work will get me more results, when in reality, it's more simpler than that. We don't have to work. The thing is, we want to do as little amount as work as possible while still getting the same exact result, or the desired result that we want, which is getting lean. And if you want me to come in your life and apply literally every single thing I talk about in all my videos and in the video series, and create a tailored plan for you to guarantee that you actually get lean or you don't pay, book a call down below. We can see where you're at, or we can be. And that's going to wrap up this video, guys, today. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you stop obsessing over the small things, the minor imperfections that are not really going to do a great deal to you getting lean, and just nip it in the bud. Get fucking lean.